ask a favor?
What?
If I pass out for heat stroke, would you have somebody better look and give me mouth to mouth?
On this episode of In the Paddock, we're checking out the carbon wide body Foxbody here. So Mike, why don't you introduce yourself and tell us about this car you built?
Mike Trenkle, got a 82 Ford Mustang. Boy, where to start? It's a basic Fox body that I still have big tires underneath with a whole lot of work to get there. It's SLA on the front, independent rear suspension with
Who's
cantilever.
SLA?
Home built.
Home built, okay.
I designed it all to work well. The rear end is originally a Mustang Cobra modified to get rid of the deficiencies in it. Just a little small block Windsor motor, 363, about 550 horse to the wheels.
To the wheels?
To the wheels. It's about 625 at the crank.
It's a high-strung 363 then.
It is a high-strung 363.
Nice.
So she runs real good.
Now, tell us about this bodywork. You did this, right?
Yeah,
this is
I did this in
the widest flares I've seen on a Foxbody.
I did this in my basement.
Winter project?
Yeah, it was a winter project. I've never done composites before. So I thought, you know, instead of trying to work my way up to the complicated shapes, that I would just go gung-ho and make multiple concaves and convex shapes and see what came out of it. It came out pretty well.
Now it's real carbon fiber or fiberglass?
No, this is real solid carbon fiber. 6 layers of carbon per flare, and for the side skirts.
Yeah, you tied in the side skirts.
Yep. Total weight on the whole kit is 15 pounds.
Wow. High-strung engine.
Yep.
What's behind it?
Just a TKO 600 road race version. Center force clutch.
All right, wheels and tires. What do we got here?
BC Forged 3-piece 18x12s on all 4 corners, 335 rivals. We'll see how they hold up against the new Yokohamas this week.
That we will. What's the brakes? I see Willwood, but what are they?
Got Willwood super lights on the front. Stayed actually pretty small. We only went to a 12.9 rotor, trying to keep the weight down. But the braking quality is still really, really good.
Well, this is primarily an autocross car, right?
Yeah, primarily. That's about 90% of what we do is autocross. Yeah. It's suitable on the track. Quite frankly, it's a little underpowered with what a lot of people out here run. You know,
you got more power than I do. 550 rear wheel horsepower. There are more powerful cars, but that's pretty good.
Than I do.
Well, let's not find out. This does not look like normal Cobra IRS.
I actually ran out of room for the shocks underneath with the modifications I made to the independent rear.
You mean this wasn't just for D&E points?
Believe it or not, actually this was not for D&E.
Purpose.
The D&E was secondary in this case. It was a matter of being able to drive the car or not drive the car.
Right.
So I fabbed up the cantilever after designing it for a couple weeks. And this is version 2 actually. Version 3 is in the works, which hopefully will be a production quality unit.
Okay.
But I do all my own work on this stuff, so it's just you know, trying it out and seeing how it works.
Now, what kind of interior mods? I can see a roll cage or a roll bar.
Yeah, just a simple roll bar, race seats. I tried to keep the interior just really, really simple. You know, it does have AC. It does have a 9-speaker stereo in it. With a sub.
Wait, I thought you were just making that up. That's legit?
That's legit.
Okay.
Sub sitting in the spare tire well.
Look at that.
Half the speakers are hidden.
Right.
I try to keep everything looking really, really clean. You know, in the car, just try to keep it simple. Ripped out all the fat.
I tell you what, in the paddock means that you get lots of car noises. But coyotes are something else.
They're noisy.
So, okay, 9-speaker stereo, AC, and what's this car weigh?
We're right now near the minimums. Had it on the scales last week and we were at 32.48.
Nice, nice. So
the nice thing is on it, we're at a 49.51 weight distribution.
49 front. or 51
front,
Okay.
unfortunately. My wife was bugging me for AC in the car, so we lost our 50-50.
As someone else who runs AC, I love AC.
I do too.
AC just makes the car so much more fun.
It does. It makes it much better. But you know, it's still got a great weight distribution on it. And like I said, the only limiting factor on the car is the driver.
Right, so you said your wife, because except for Optima events, we're here at Optima Pikes Peak. Your wife co-drives with you, right? So you guys,
Kelly co-drives with me nonstop. Been coaching her for a couple, 3 years now, and good or bad, she drives like I do. Quite frankly, the last few events, I think over the last 5 events, grand total between all 5 of them, there's been a spread of maybe about a second.
Okay,
combining
that's
all
cool.
5 events.
Oh, combining.
So
she's getting right there with you.
Within tenths each time. So a couple weeks ago, I got her by 1,000.
So you're here at Optima. You clearly do the Drive Autocross Back East series.
I do.
I know you run SCCA. You run locally, or just, I see you at some national events sometimes?
Run local and national.
Mike, what are you doing over here?
Repairing a loose toe link.
Oh.
Thank you for putting me on camera in the process.
Well, nobody, you know, action shots are great.
Good thing, because we're getting a lot of action.
Well, oh, you should talk to whoever maintains this vehicle.
You know what? Yeah, because he sucks at his job.
Well, it could be.
But he works cheap.
It could be the guy who made the suspension. One of the two.
Probably. It's actually, it might be his wife.
Somehow
she's
it's her
supposed to
fault.
keep an eye on everything that mechanic does.
Right.
And
right.
apparently she's fallen off on her job.
Well, we'll see if the rest of YouTube land agrees on whether it should be Kelly's fault or not.
Oh God, I hope she doesn't see that. Thanks, Chad.
Well, we'll make sure it's in the video now.